Hey everybody, working on the crew cab today. Working on the steering gearbox. As you can see, this is off a 1977 and a half F-250. Same as the 78 and 79 as far as I know. And I got a rebuild kit for it. Never done a rebuild. Never known anyone who's done a rebuild on a steering gearbox. So my first time too. Anyways, as you can see, I did these four 9/16 head bolts with the impact, just stuck them, turned them. And as you can see, it has this area right now open up. And I don't know how this comes apart, or like I said, I've never done one of these. Oh, apparently this is unscrewing. So apparently this piece unscrewed. I don't know what it does. That's where your steering shaft goes in, as far as I know. And does this piece come out? Uh-oh. There's a lot of ball bearings in there. And that piece does not want to come out. Oh yeah, those ball bearings are all falling down. Well, good thing there's no YouTube videos on this. May have been off a little bit more than we can chew, but we're already in here. Can't turn back now. I'm gonna get some tools quick. I'm gonna pop off that cap. Well, I have returned with the tools. If I can find the socket. Oh, it's already on there. So, hopefully this air hose doesn't get in the way. But take this off, of course. It's a 3/4 inch head. There's that. I'm kind of sad we're missing our Milwaukee impact. We have a nice 1/2 inch cordless. Way nicer. If you don't have one, cordless impact's pretty sweet. But anyways, that's not gonna work. Now I don't know what this does. Let's see, what does the socket fit on there? Too small. So where'd the 5/8 go? We'll zip this off. This nut off the top here. There's that. See, that's just a 5/8 head, it looks like. Now we can knock this off. I think so, anyways. Maybe not. Oh, it unscrews apparently. Well, at least this isn't frozen. Uh-oh. I spoke too soon. Don't make me go get a screwdriver. I'll use the Leatherman here. Come on. Get out of there. There we go. That's going to take forever. Bad idea. I'm going to go to a screwdriver. So now we're taking off this top cap. It was just these two, was it those two? Yeah, it was these two. These two bolts. Takes off these two screws, or these two holes. And then you take off this nut, off this shaft that goes in here with a 5/8. And then you can just unscrew this out of the cap. See, I've been doing it for a while. And then there comes off your cap. I don't know what this does. It does something, I'm sure. But we're going to use some old paper towels to put that on so we don't wreck them. Oh. I'll see if I can keep my hands clean somewhat. Is this coming off? Or is that not doing a thing? Yeah, it's not doing a thing. So, I don't know what to do next, so we're just gonna, I guess, take off the big nut right here, right on the end, and I'm gonna go get a, looks like a inch and a quarter maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna go get a socket though for that. Actually, it was 1 5/16 inches. That adapter in there, and then the impact. Whew, that's going to be pretty hot. Oh man, there it goes. So, we go 1 5/16 inch nut, lock washer, and then maybe might need a puller on it. Oh, that was close. Could have been bad. Might need to go get the puller here to pull off this piece. She looks pretty stuck on there, so I'm gonna go get ourselves a puller. We can pull off this bottom pitman arm, I believe is what they call that. Okay, got the puller set up on here. Got a 11/16 socket set up. And I think this should work, I hope. If our socket's gonna go on here. Oh, that popped off. Ah, I hate these things. I'm gonna go turn the air on. Alright everybody, I'll show you my whole setup here. So, puller obviously didn't work, so now I went to the press. As you can see, I got 2 big pieces of angle iron that keep up the pitman arm, and we're going to press on the shaft, and then hopefully that breaks that taper seal, or that taper fit. And yeah, anyways, put you up here, and you're probably going to want some safety glasses for this one. Oh! Oh man. That is a very strong press fit on there. Holy crap. Hold on, let's get you in on this. We somehow bent the 1/2 inch angle iron. I don't know how. So, I'm gonna have to figure out a new plan of attack for that one. See you back in the day. I got the pitman arm off, but I'll show you that in a second here. I gotta let it cool down first. But anyways, I work on this piece that had already been taken out. A lot of balls came out when I installed that rag. A bunch of little balls fell out. Make sure you keep track of them, of course. But of course, there's a spanner hex here. I don't have this tool for that, surprisingly. But anyways, I do have a hammer and a punch, so I'll show you how to take that off quick. Okay, hopefully this doesn't shake everywhere. See if I can find my punch. So you're just going to loosen it up, put it on one of these corners. You should also probably tighten down the vise. Uh-oh, starting to fall. It's definitely coming out. I'm going to get this off. But anyways, you hit on one of these edges here with a punch, and then you just hammer on the end, and it'll work itself off eventually. And we're back. I just got the nut out, but one thing you got to do is you got to make sure you take out this little, there was a little hex head, little set screw in there that holds this in place. You can see kind of where it was. I just dropped it in there. I'll have to fish that out later. But anyways, then you can, of course, take a little punch to it. It's a little bit hard on it, but I'll take a file to her. We'll clean up the edges back up, make them square again. Should be all good. But anyways, let's knock her out here. Let me get the camera set up. Oh no. There we go. Just lightly tap on one end. And it should just pop right out. As you can see, there's a bunch of, I don't know what you want to call them, seals, I guess, O-rings in there. And, yeah. Hold on, let's fish out this little thing. Oh, here we go. There's this. Yeah, I think I just hit it. Let's see. Yep, there it is. See, little Allen thing. Goes in hole over there. And, yeah. Anyways. Nope, fumbling around with the camera here. Anyways, now you can see we got a straight hole in there. And then, that's, of course, this bearing. If you'd like to know what part number this is a Precision from O'Reilly's. 284011110, and the reference number is 15090. And that's this whole kit, seal kit. Comes with seals, piston, O-rings and stuff, all the O-rings. And yeah. Anyways, I think I got it all there. I hope I ordered the right one, because I am not going to remember how this goes back together next weekend. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to study this thing more and figure out how this, comes apart. Well, I cleaned up the housing. Housing looks good, or at least this, I'm going to call it the spindle housing. That's the name I got for it, or I have for it. This thing looks all pretty good. I got to do these for hydraulic seals, it looks like, which I have brand new blue ones. I gotta get those soaking in oil here soon. But anyways, I got this thing back here. I did have to heat this up, the pitman arm. I'll go grab it for you here. Also, anyone knows if I can get some 1983 Lowell 844 parts or Spicer axle parts? Let me know, because we need new axle shafts. But anyways, back on topic. The press did not work. I don't know. The angle iron I was using was apparently not heavy enough, so we went to heat. Worked a lot better. But anyways, here's the pitman arm. As you see, it's got the burn mark in it. But once you get that off, those splines, that'll come right off the end. Then you put your nut back on the bottom. Then you just tap it through the end, take your nut off, finish tapping it through lightly, and it should just slide out. And that's all I got for that. But this piece all looks pretty good. That looks all pretty good over there. So I gotta get you set up here on this, Granger box. Oh no. Here we go. So you pull out the piston, I think is what this is called. Not for sure. but as you can see, it kind of looks like a piston. Oh, grab some paper towels for this. To go easy on her, you know. Stuff's expensive. So, I'm pretty sure that's the bore, of course, obviously, but looks like everything's pulled out besides a couple little more seals and O-rings and a bearing at the bottom there. And we'll have to take those out. It does not look like it comes, well, it comes with one bearing. So we got, you know, one bearing to fix. Or to put in at least, so I'll check that and see which one seems worse, and I'll put in whichever one seems worse. Anyways, here's the piston. Doesn't look too complicated. And the little balls that came out, they must load in through the here or something like that. I'll have to watch a video or something, or look in the Haynes manual. But anyways, all these gears look pretty good. This one's set up on this paper towel too. The gears look, I mean, I don't know if that's supposed to look kind of beveled like that or not, but I think it looks pretty good. I think. So anyways, I'm going to clean everything up, and I'm going to start pulling off all these seals, and I'll get those, of course, soaking in oil when I, of course, think of it. And then I'll pop out all these seals, pop out one of the bearings, whichever one seems worse, and I'll slide all these, I don't know, O-rings, I guess, off there. And then I'll be ready to start putting in seals and stuff and putting her back together. Anyways, we'll see you then. I got it all cleaned up. I put in one O-ring. I put in that O-ring right there. Other than that, I've waited for you guys. But anyways, got all these seals out. This new kit came with these two seals to replace these two seals. They look a little bit different, but I think I gotta use these two new spacers because these are different size seals than these, which is these two spacers. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I guess I'll start throwing stuff together. I don't quite know what I'm doing, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. But anyways, I guess we'll... Well, here's a piston, of course. And it needs an O-ring, if I can find it. I believe it's this O-ring right here. Smash them up to each other. Yeah, it looks right. And then, of course, that just slips right on. Try not to roll it. I don't know if it matters or not, but it will to me, I'm sure. Then you have, I don't know what you call these plastic things. I oil them up in some oil, so I've actually never done a hydraulic cylinder rebuild, which I believe this is what they have. I've seen videos of hydraulic cylinder rebuilds. But definitely kind of a challenge. Now, I believe these, you really got to be careful not to roll them or anything, because obviously this is what makes that high pressure seal. Oh, got one side slipped in. Looks like we got it together. Now, I believe the O-ring behind it actually keeps a little bit of tension on this outside to keep it, you know, tight in the bore. And I think that's how that works. Wipe off a little bit of excess oil. Everything seems to be in pretty good shape. I don't think my truck had tons of miles on it, judging by how little rust it had. Because up here in Minnesota, you get tons of rust and rot on everything. But anyways, looks pretty good. Good enough to me. So bring you over to the whole casing here and see how well I can do on screwing this one up. Now just drop this right in. Actually, forgot one thing. I believe we forgot one thing anyways. Well, I think we can do it later. Never mind, that's not going in right now. I forgot we gotta put this thing onto this thing with all the balls that I have. A bunch of balls that I captured in here. And we need to put all of them into here, capture them all down. You know, I'll show you when. Well, before we put the piston in and all these little ball bearings, I'll rebuild this thing right here. It shouldn't be too bad. You just take your like a little hook pliers, a little hook thing here, hook it around, peel it right off. Put the next one here. Try not to stab yourself, and you know that kind of hurts. So try not to do that. Ouchies. Come on. Okay, come on. Seriously. Okay. Starting to get dangerous. Watch out, folks. Okay. I'm gonna turn the camera off before I stab myself. Alright, I finally got my hook on it, so I'll do a little zoom in here. See, you got my hook under that little thing there, and then just kind of work it off if it wants to. Or you just snap them in half too. That works. Let's hope this one wants to come off now. Oh, I got a little cut in it. Cutting them also works apparently. There's that. And I got my rag over here. Clean it up quick. And I'll show you putting on one of the seals at least. Here we go. Now I think it's going to be easier if you do bottom down, so then they don't keep falling into all these ridges here. I don't know if you know what I mean, but we'll do like this one first. If you roll it. Oh, we look good. Looks pretty good. And then I'll do the next 3 and get you back when I have. Alright everybody, so I got all the seals on. I wouldn't say these are the greatest quality of seals, but anyways, we gotta slide this onto here, kind of like so. And from what I understood from this video I watched, because YouTube is so reliable, put one ball in there, one ball in there. Something like that maybe? Or the question is, do you start at the bottom or hold on? Okay, so go like that, out of my sight. I'm gonna drop new next ones in. No, those are out of my sight. Or do we just load these up? Come on. Oh, I gotta figure this out. Well, everybody, figured it out. So, take this cap off, of course, and you have your 2 pipes here. There should be a little hole in there. You drop in all the little balls as you're spinning this back and forth. You fill it up, you spin it back and forth, it gets more area, drop in more balls. And there's just barely enough room for all the balls. And they kind of circulate in there, roll around. But I don't know if you guys can tell, but the shaft is actually bent of this. I don't know how that happened. Probably was me when I forgot to take the steering shaft off when I pulled the cab off. But so I have zero clue how to fix that, except for take a pipe to it and trying to get it straight. And I don't know if we try that or if I buy a new one. I have to go to the junkyard to get a new one, is the thing. So, I don't know. I'll talk to a brother or my dad here, and I'm only 15, so I can't drive there. But we do have a local junkyard around here, and I might be able to get some parts, see if I can find something there. Okay, so this bearing, so all these little wheels that you can see go down if you're looking at it from the top. And then I took a 1 5/16 socket, flipped it over, and we're just going to tap it in there nice and lightly. And I need to make that flush, so there's going to be a little ridge in here. Make sure it still spins. There's going to be a little ridge. And then you're going to take your seal. The face goes up towards the outside. And I'm going to knock this in a little bit more. And we can take a seal. We can make it a video. We can take the seal, knock around. May have gone a little too far. Okay, well, we'll flip it over. And I'm going to get something to drive around the outside of that in a better fashion. So I drove that bearing in too far, it appears. So I took a 1 16 socket. It's just barely big enough to fit in there. And then should just drive around the outside. The wheels are still spinning in there just fine. And keep going. That appears to be just about perfect. Take the snap ring here, see if it gets in that groove. It doesn't, so I'll just lightly tap it. A little bit more. And that's just about perfect. Check to make sure the wheels still spin free, and they do. So now we're going to take the snap ring pliers, of course. They're big enough. And for the right side, it's set up the right way too. These ones you can flip the sides, just unscrew this little screw, then screw it back in, of course. Okay. Take that. There we go. Snap ring is now in. Then you take your dust seal, and from the looks of it, goes out. This face is out, so, or it's going like that. We're gonna put it in like this, I think. Yeah, like this, to help keep the, if you didn't know, so the straighter edge, or the sharper edge on the seal is going to keep stuff from coming out. So like, if you have oil in this area, it won't go out. If you have it like this, oil will go out, but nothing will come in. So you want it like that. We'll just tap it in here. If it wants to go in, apparently. And of course it's bending. So I got trying to think here. The seal's back in for this bottom half. This shaft is bent. I'll have to buy a new one, find a new one. There's a junkyard near me. But anyways, do what I can today. But anyways, for the shaft, you put in the skinny seal. When you get your kit, you'll have a skinny seal instead of the two same size seals. So you put the skinny seal in, then you put the fatter spacer in, then you put the wider seal in, the dots. Let's see if I can find a good representation. No, not that one. Where are you? Not that. Anyway, there'll be dots on the face of the seal, and that's how you know which ones go out the outside. Then you put the next spacer in, then you put a C-clip, and yeah. Anyways, camera battery's about to die, so probably just gonna go home right now and admit my defeat. Anyways, I'll see you back whenever I get the new parts. Well, back for day 2, and I've considered about my whole deal going on here with this shaft, and we're gonna try and straighten her the best I can in the bench vise. Hope that we can do it. And yeah, anyways, I have a big long extension on a 15/16 socket. We're just gonna push on the end of the shaft and hope that it straightens out enough. I mean, I don't think it's too important. It's not like that's under hydraulic pressure, or a lot of hydraulic pressure, I should say. And then it's also just spinning pretty slow. That's the input from the steering wheel, so I think we should be okay, I hope. Anyways, I'm going to get the camera set up here, and I was kind of thinking this was going to happen. Shaft broke right in half. It didn't even come off with a pop. It's cast iron. I was kind of expecting that. Well, let's see if I can get it out here. There. Yep, she broke right off. Yeah, I was expecting that. Whatever, way it goes. I'll just start doing what I can and finish her next week. Unfortunate, but that's the way it goes, I guess. This is probably going to end part 1. I got everything put back together. I put the seals in there quick. I didn't tighten anything down or any of that. But I'm going to plug all the holes with some paper towels and then just kind of wrap up everything. Make sure nothing gets wrecked. And wait until I get parts next weekend. Hopefully I'll have time. Yeah, sorry about this. I was definitely not planning on having that shaft bent, and way it goes, I guess. But anyways, I guess we'll have to wait, and well, I'll see you on the next upload. I'm gonna clean up everything, and I did a little bit of painting too yesterday. Everything dried. I believe this is the last of the painting besides the steering gear. Other than that, this is the last painting I need to do for the frame, anyways, and that'll be pretty sweet. And throw the frame back together, put the engine on, transmission on. Everything together mechanically, it'll be restored. I just gotta do some body work after that and some painting and buy a flatbed and all that stuff. So, anyways, I'm probably gonna go pack up and I'll see you all later.